What's up, everybody? The Boxing Nerd TV. Quick video right here. I'm gonna show you 3 mistakes that I've seen from people who use the Philly shell. This is based off my experience and just by watching people who do the Philly shell and try to emulate it. I think a lot of people do some wrong things and they end up being in a bad spot. So number one is all about the bending the waist. One mistake that I see is when people bend at the waist, they plant their foot and they keep it right there. They rely too much on this, but they forget about distance. They plant their foot and they think that's going to save them. They think this is good enough. But the truth is, when you're not Floyd, okay? That's the truth. You're not Floyd, you're not James Toney. Use distance, control the distance. When you slip, hop back. When you slip, pivot. When you slip, slide back. I don't have a lot of space, obviously. Sorry about that. When you slip, you move. You don't stay there. You don't plant your feet right there unless you're pretty advanced already. Now 1.2, mistake 1.2 is, again, bending at the waist. When you bend at the waist, what I see in a lot of people is they keep this right glove on their chest. Seems pretty good, right? Uppercut, right hand. But what's the problem here? When you slip, you bend at the waist, and you keep this right glove here. What a lot of people do is they tend to time that. So they see that you're throwing, so if your opponent's throwing a 1-2, he's seeing that when you do this, you're slipping the jab and you're rolling under the right hand. So the jab will go here, the right hand will also come here. What happens? They change their game plan. So they throw a jab, you slip the jab, but then they throw a left hook. So it's like this. Okay? They're gonna go high, your head's down there, boom. Catch you with the left hook, you try to go up, boom. Or if they throw a left hook while you're in this position, you're not ready for it, your right hand's right here, it's not ready to block. They throw a left hook down low, as you go up, boom, overhand right. So now you're in trouble. That's the second mistake. If you're not gonna counter, your first instinct should be keep your right glove. You bend at the waist, oops, I'm not gonna counter, block, hop back. You bend at the waist, oops, I'm not gonna counter, block, and keep it right there. Block, you can throw a check hook, or you can just bend at the waist, block, bend at the waist, and not even block. You can just bend at the waist, take your left foot and put it right here, and then pivot. But always keep your right hand ready to block. Don't get it stuck right here. Always watch out for that left hook. Don't just watch out for the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Also watch out for that jab, left hook. Or jab, jab, fake right, left hook, jab, jab. Watch out for those combinations because your opponent can sort of time you if you don't know how to block. If you stay here, keep this glove here, they're gonna catch you, man. You know what I mean? So that's the first mistake. Second mistake is people don't have a jab. People use the Philly shell, don't have a jab. What I mean by this is they typically use a jab as a blinder. We've seen this from Floyd. We've seen this from a lot of fighters. What they do is they blind their opponent with their jab. So they come here, they come here, they come here, body, up. They come here, right hand, left hook. They use this as a blinding tool, almost. This is what I see from a lot of people. They throw pillow jabs. They throw pillow jabs from this position. Pillow, tap. But what they don't do is they don't use the stiff jab of the Philly shell, which, believe me or not, it can be very powerful. You come here, you see how fast that is? Just by seeing that in the video, a lot of y'all can already tell that's fast. In sparring, I probably wouldn't have read that jab. And this is what a lot of people don't have. They like to lead with the right hand a lot. So they come here, they like to lead with the right hand. Or they like to lead with the left hook and then hop. You know, but they don't have a jab. They usually lead with the right hand, or they use soft jabs to set up the right hand, you know. Or set up the jab, throw the left hook. That's the second mistake, not having a good jab. Third mistake is getting stuck on the Philly shell and not using other stances. Guys, believe it or not, the Philly shell, to me, it's just a transition. It's not necessarily a primary position. I don't really find it beneficial unless you're a defensive fighter. So, don't get stuck in the Philly shell alone. What you can do is you can mix it up with other stances. You can go high guard here. You can use this as a bait. Your opponent throws a right, you roll, you throw an uppercut. I'm right here. Your opponent throws a jab. Your opponent throws another jab. You throw an uppercut. You're here. Your opponent throws a 1, 2, 3. You come parry, come roll. You block the left hook, and then you check him on the way in. So mix it up. You see Floyd, Adrian Broner, and James Toney, they all mix it up. They don't just stick to the Philly shell itself. They mix it up with other stances. And they like to bait with other stances as well. They don't just use the Philly shell as a stance. They are versatile. When they're on the ropes, they also use a high guard. They also use a textbook guard. They also put both of their hands down like this, so they can adapt to whatever the opponent offers them. So that was it. Quick video right there. A couple of Philly shell mistakes that I've seen from people. Hopefully you enjoyed it. More film studies in the future. More training videos as well. I've never posted a training video before. So I'll definitely be planning on doing that soon.